Aha! Hopefully this is working. I hope everyone can see this. Maybe. Maybe not. Can see this. Aha! You can hear me. Fantastic. Maybe. Alright, so, hello everyone, welcome to Dice on Ice. My name is Megan, and this is a live stream where I am going to be talking to you guys about how to set up different sound effects and changing your voice, and a way that I have found to do background music that is pretty non-intrusive to your voice, to your character, and to if anyone is going to be watching your live streams. So, as you can see, I already have one of these. This is why I edit most of my videos, because I say stupid things all the time. But you can see here that I have a site opened up, and this is going to be the first step on what you're doing to be able to do this. The first thing you want to do to be able to do music. And we have one person, yay! Hello, Karen. So the first thing you want to do is you want to download a virtual cable. This is going to allow you to go from Reaper, which is what we're going to be using, and actually many other things, so that you can go from there to whatever mode of broadcasting you're doing, whether that's Zoom or Hangouts or even OBS or Discord. Whatever you're doing, you need to have this virtual audio cable to be able to transfer the music that you want to play, or the sound or the voices or anything like that, to that software. So first things first, I actually undownloaded my virtual audio cable so that I can show you guys how this works, so I can set it all up for you. Now, this does look like a bit of a sketchy site, but I've used it tons of times and it has worked really, really well for me. So I'm going to put all of this is going to be in the live chat, and I'm also going to be putting it in the description down below, so you'll be able to see all the software that I use to be able to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. Also, I apologize, I'm sick, so you are going to get a lot of really disgusting noises coming from this area, most likely. So apologies ahead of time. So first things first, we're going to download. You can see here, it wants to open it up with VLC. I don't know why, but we're going to show that in folder. It's right there. We are going to open it with Windows Explorer. It's a zip file, and you can see this huge mass of things. And so how to parse through this, you really only need one, which is your setup.exe, but we're going to extract. Actually, I should have done this before I started the live stream. I'm going to create a folder on my desktop, new folder, call it VB audio cable. And that is where I'm going to extract it all. We're going to go to desktop and VB audio cable. So we're going to select that, and then we're going to extract all of this mess so that we are able to find it. So once you have that, you have all of this, you're going to want to set it up. Now this depends on what kind of I think it's processor you have, whether you have a 32 or a 64 computer stuff. I don't know. You click on one. If it doesn't work, you click on the other one. This just goes to show that I am not a computer person at all. A lot of this stuff I've done is through trial and error. The most important thing, though, with this is that you're going to want to run it as the administrator, or else it is not going to work. Yes. So here, you're going to see this. You're going to want to install the driver. Hello. Oh. There we go. So, and that's it. That's it. You have a virtual audio cable on right now. So, after you do that, you're going to want to exit out of all of this. And now we're into Reaper. Now, Reaper is a fantastic thing that you can use to create sound effects and to alter your voice if you are horrible at voice changes, voice accents, or anything like that, like I do. A lot of the times, especially for my horror games, I will use Reaper. Now, you can download it very easily. It says you have to pay for it. Now, everyone who is not morally bankrupt, I guess, plug your ears. But you can see up here that this says, oh, I guess you can't really see it, but it says evaluation license. I wonder if I can, here we go. So if you look right there, it says evaluation license, which is meaning that I've been using it on a free trial for a very, very, very long time. And you can keep using it. Here, let me just adjust this. You can keep using it as a free trial for as long as you want. That's what I've been doing, and you don't have to pay for it. I mean, you should have to pay for it, but you don't have to. So, first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to options. You're going to go to preferences. You get a little thing that looks like that. Your input device is going to be your whatever microphone you have, but your output device is going to be, and you're gonna see this little thing pop up here. It's going to say cable input VB audio virtual C. You're going to click that and press OK. So now you've hooked up your Reaper to whatever, and you've primed it to be able to put out signals to wherever you want to broadcast from. And so from there, all you do is you are going to arm it so that you can see here my my sounds when I make noises. That is starting, and you're going to want to do monitor input, which means you just right click on the little left thing here, monitor input. And so once you do that, you can go into your OBS, your Hangouts, and your Zoom. I'm going to show you what it looks like if you are in Zoom. Where is my Zoom? Here it is. So whoa! That was really, really trippy. I have no idea what was going on there. Okay. So maybe that's not a good thing to do. So I'll just show you with the OBS, and then you'll see the Infinite Megan. And so hopefully this isn't too distracting that you see multiples of me's. Just keep your eyes at the bottom where my mouse is. And so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to settings, and once you click, I hope you guys can see this. Might be infinite. I'm actually not sure. Aha! I can actually see myself. There we go. Perfect. The wonders of the internet. So what you're going to want to do, so many Megans. I don't know if that's a really good thing. We'll see. Hopefully I don't take over the world too quickly. So what you're going to do is you want to go to audio, and you are going to want to have a device 2, and you're going to want to go to your cable. Now there should be only one of me, and it should be through Reaper. Let's just see how that sounds. And we're also gonna mute all the rest of these so you guys don't hear me more than once. Okay, so it sounds really good. So this is out of my Reaper thing. And if I did that a little bit too fast, which I might have, I'll do that again. So like right here, you see cable output, and you're gonna get that in no matter what you are doing. So let's go back to the single Megans, and you are going to get that as well if you go on to Zoom. I don't know why it's being so incredibly trippy right now, but oh wait, I think I know. I think I do. Let me just pause my video here. There, so now we're in Zoom. And so if you're gonna go on to here, you can see you get a lot of different microphones, and there, cable output. So you're gonna be able to do that for Hangouts, for Discord, for whatever you want to do. And so now you might be asking yourself, what can you do now that you have this virtual audio cable? Well, you can add sound effects. So, which I'm going to show you right now. And I'm actually going to show you my favorite site to get sound effects from, which is freesound.org. You have to have, I'm gonna quickly send that to you. I mean, in the chat, you, the plural, the plural you. This is free sound. So let's say you want to, oh wow. As you can see, I am a science student, and this is what I was looking up for my project. It's very, very interesting. So if you want to pause it and look, you can see, get a glimpse of what I've been researching. So, but let's go into, let's say you want creaking floorboards. Because if we want to be super spooky, here we go. So you'll see they come in different stars, and that's basically how good they are. And so you'll be able to hear this not through Reaper right now. This isn't through Reaper, this is through just OBS, but I'm going to show you how you can put it through Reaper so you can get a kind of an arsenal of all these different sound effects that you can play whenever you want. I guess I should also put that out of the way. It's not very creaky. Let's try another one. Pretty creaky. Pretty creaky, pretty spooky. I like it. So we're going to click on it, and you just download. And it's going to download a WAV file for you, an MP3, which is just a sound bite. And so you are then able, once it downloads, you are going to be able to, hello, you're going to be able to put that here onto your desktop, and then it's just a matter of drag, drop, there you go, and now you have it. And so you're also going to want to make sure that you have the record arm up, or sorry, not the record arm, but you're going to want the monitor input up, so that even when I mute all those sounds, you can still see? There we go. So you want to make sure this is this. The only reason you don't want to have this recording arm set up is that it's going to be recording your voice, and then that's going to be really weird. So yeah. So, and then you can name it by double clicking on that, creaking stairs. So now you have to, here's the thing as well, is that you won't be able to hear the noises, but everyone else will. The people on your stream will, the people who are in your Hangout, in your Zoom, as long as you have that cable thing enabled, the other people will be able to hear it. So now we can get into some of the fun stuff, and we can change our voices when it comes to Reaper. So I have up here a little girl voice, which is a voice that I use a lot in my horror games. It's pretty freaking creepy, or at least I think it's pretty freaking creepy, and I will, so you got to make sure, again, monitor input is selected, and then as soon as you press this record arm, red button, you should be able to hear my effects, and I'm just going to double check that.
So now I should be having a childlike voice. And with this voice, you can do all sorts of things.
And so that's it. Whenever you want, there's the voice. Whenever you want to switch in between those two, you just press on the little recording arm and make sure that this is pressed at all times. And just for extra safety, making sure that nothing trips up, I usually just press the mute button, and that works. So then comes the next question of, well, okay, great, you have a voice. Good job, you get a cookie. Now, how do you do it? How do you do a voice? How do you do effects? So, as you can see here, with my normal voice, you can see that this button is not green, but this button is. So this is going to be, this is bringing back memories. Are you sure they're memories and not nightmares? So what you are going to do with this, and I'm actually going to switch. I'm going to switch back to my regular mic, and so I can show you. So you're going to press FX, and so this thing is going to pop up here where you can add and you can remove effects. And so as you can see here, these are all the things that I use for my little girl voice. And honestly, there isn't too much online in the way of doing voices in Reaper. It's not that much of a thing, I guess, on YouTube. So a lot of this stuff I had to do through trial and error. The YouTube channel RPG Construct, run by Drake, he does a few tutorials on how to do different voices. I think he does an AI voice and a demon voice that are pretty cool. But a lot of these things you just have to play around with it. So I can help you out a little bit, give you a little bit of tips, but a lot of it is just going to be through trial and error. So automatically you can see my voice is higher. So that's going to be in your pitch. And as you can see here, I raised my voice about 2.8 semitones. Then I distorted it, and you can just play around with that. I used an equalizer just to make the bass in my voice a little bit less, to make those bass tones kind of disappear. And then I just used this to create an echo. So as you see here, when you want to add an effect, all you do is say add, and then you'll get a bunch of already plug-in things that you can use. Now, I really recommend when you're just trying things out, just go to VST. And as you can see here, you'll be able to recognize a few of the things that these things will do, such as pitch, equalizer, a delay, if you want some sort of a Sorry, gross face noise. I already warned you, so don't say you haven't been warned. You can click on here to create sort of an echo. So a lot of it is really just trial and error. I mostly just use VST, and occasionally, like you see here with the distortion, I go into JS. Now, Reaper is purposed to be more of a like to use with musical instruments and to be able to create things with that. So it's not super targeted towards voiceovers and all that, but it's free, it's easily downloadable, it's pretty easy to set up, and I've had a lot of success with it, so that's why I use it. But yeah, like I said, just use the VST and the JS and just play around with it, see what they do. You can click one off if you don't want to use it. You can click on it, remove it, or add, or whatever you want. Like I said, just play around with it. Another quick thing, if you want to add a track to do a voice, you just simply double click and you'll get a new track. Double click on here to rename it, and to delete it, just click on it and hit delete. Pretty simple, yet effective. And I think it's a great way to do sound effects and to do creepy or to change your voice however you want. Yeah, so I don't know if there's any questions in the chat, but feel free to ask me anything if I went over something way too quickly or you missed something. But yeah, just to go through it again, you download the cable, you hook it up, make sure you run it as administrator once everything's extracted and everything's all hooked up. You want to go into Reaper, options, preferences, you want to go into devices, and your output is going to be your cable, input is your microphone. So pretty easy, pretty simple, and for doing voices, make sure that this arm is set up, and it is imperative that you right click, and that is on monitor input. That little thing there is checked off. So there we go. That's pretty much it for the sound effects and the voices. It is really not that difficult. I am not a person who is super computerly inclined. So yeah, and I just wanted to show you guys something because I had just kind of discovered it a couple days ago. I will preface this by saying that Reaper is not the best thing to use if you want to do background music. It works, but if you play a lot of background music and you talk over it, it can sound a little bit crackly. So I wouldn't... I mean, play around with it, see if it works for you. It doesn't sound bad, it doesn't sound the best. And then also, if you are using Reaper and something like Hangouts and something like that, you have to do both the music and your voice at the same time. So you really can't do a lot of volume control differences. And I'm really sorry, I have to cough, so I won't blow your eardrums out. Hopefully I didn't. As you can probably see by the sound levels, I coughed right into the microphone, and because I am just classy like that. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so using Reaper as kind of consistent background music, it doesn't really work the best. The only thing that I could really figure out how to do it, and I use Zoom for it, is by using an iPad. Well, okay, this isn't an iPad. This is off-brand. No, it's just a tablet that I use, and I've also downloaded the virtual cable onto, and all I do is I make it so that there is another person in the chat. And that is only going to be for sound and music. And what I do is I use a program called VLC, which a lot of you might know. It's pretty common that people get it. It looks like that. So oftentimes people see the VLC media player. That is what I use with VLC. With VLC. I'm gonna just bring it up for a second. The cool thing about VLC is that you can put in audio, and then you click on audio, and then you can choose where you're putting it out. You see here, cable input. So once you download this virtual audio cable, you click on that, and now whatever you play through will be playing through your cable. Now, if you're doing it through OBS, you can set it up so that you are playing through, sorry, gross noises. But it's better than, I think it's better than having a gross thing of snot come out. Sorry, I'm sick. That was really gross. I apologize for that. But so here, anything you put in here will be broadcasted through the cable. And oh, hello Jason. Hello. Thank you for watching, Karen. I will see you later. She left because of my gross face noises. Like, I know it, I can tell. But I'm just kidding. I hope. But with this, you will be able to play your music. So if you want to do it just through OBS, that's fine. However, your players won't be able to hear it. Just the people who you're streaming for. You'll be able to set up with OBS. You can do a different microphone, set up a different sound source, which is going to be your cable, and you can control the sound through that way. But with your with that, what am I doing? Nope, not that. Okay, so with this, you can just input any form of media. I don't know. Let's go to Curse of Strahd, and I have that. We're going to make sure that this is turned off so you don't hear double of me. We're going to go Halls of the Undead. We're going to open it up. And you should be able to hear it. So yeah, so you guys can hear it. It is really, really cool, and you can lower the volume, raise the volume, just because you have this cable selected. And so with that, I mean, yeah, there you go. However, with here, I'm gonna mute that, just gonna pause it. However, just by doing it on, if you're not streaming and you're just doing it on Hangouts or Discord or Zoom, the only way I could find out how to do it was by downloading VLC and the virtual audio cable onto another device. So this can be, I don't know if phones can download VLC, but I know, like any other laptop, any tablet you have, this is really the only way I figured out how to do it. I have been testing it, and so there might be a new way. There might be a way that I figure out later on, and if so, I will let you guys know. But for now, this is really the only way. And so you do, on your tablet or your other device, you just log in you log in from your tablet to the Hangout, and it's just another person that's not really there. Mute video, mute it. And so what you do is you're going to do the exact same thing that I did in the VLC, which is just to set it up through audio. Make sure that when you're on Zoom or Hangouts or Discord, that the microphone for this thing is the audio cable. And then once you do that, you can just open up VLC, download your track, download the music you want, and there you go. I hope that makes sense, and I really hope that that wasn't too confusing. One thing I did want to show you guys, that if you do use Zoom, I am not sure about Hangouts or Discord, because I don't operate on those things. I do it through Zoom. Is that Zoom has this really weird setup where it tries to correct audio. So, for example, if you have 3 people in who are playing a game, and one is kind of like, there's a lot of background noise with one of the players, Zoom will automatically go in and try and mute or lower that noise. So if it hears a lot of constant noise, it usually tries to mute it, but then when the person talks, it tries to raise the volume back. So if you, so it doesn't accommodate music very well. And I thought that all was lost until I read a thing. This is in my Zoom account, and a thing that you Jason, sorry, I'm just reading. Explain what? The whole thing of what a computer is? No. But if there's something specific, but let me know. So if you are just in Zoom, you have to have a pro account. So to get rid of that weird automatic volume change that Zoom does, and to make it sound a lot better and a lot more consistent, what you're going to want to do is you want to go into account settings. You're going to want to scroll all the way down, and you are going to see, I hope this doesn't have any like vital information. I don't think it does. Here we go. You're going to see this thing, and it's going to say allow users to select original sound in their client settings, and you're going to want to make sure that's on and that it's locked. And so what that's going to be able to do is every time you invite someone to a Zoom chat, they're going to get the option to have the original sound, which means that Zoom is not going to go in there and mess up all the volumes, and it's just going to play the sound like you would set it up. So you have to make sure that that's on, and so then when you go in with your tablet, and it has to be on a pro account, so this one does cost a bit of money. I think it's about $15 a month, but so when you go in Zoom on this thing, you'll be able to click on retain original sound and go in with VLC and yeah, do all that. What else did I want to show you? I had a list. See, this is how prepared I thought I was. One more thing I wanted to show you guys is this really cool thing on YouTube. I know I've heard a lot of creators who kind of complain about copyright issues and playing copyright music. I mean, if that's not a worry for you, then maybe don't listen to this. But if it is, and you're worried about it, there's this really cool thing in YouTube where we're gonna go in. You're gonna go into your creator studio, which everyone has, even if you don't have a YouTube channel. As long as you have a YouTube account, you are going to have this. And so let's see if I can do this here without revealing too much. Aha! Oh, there we go. Hi. So we're gonna. I didn't. Oh, here we go. So I didn't want to let you guys know how much money I'm making. Newsflash, it's $0, but I mean, whatever. Anyway, all my analytics are on the other side of that, which I mean is really super boring. So when you go into Creator Studio here, which is just going to be on, you're going to click on your little icon and you'll be able to see Creator Studio, or try Studio Beta, which you need to get out of that. But so it's going to be in Creator Studio, and all you're going to do is click on Create, and then I can show you the rest. And here there is all this free, oops, you can't see because it's my face is right there. You're going to see all of this free music and sound effects that you can get for free. And it's really cool. You can, like, there's a bunch of genres, moods, instruments, duration, and this is all free for you to use. So if you're streaming and you're worried about that, tons and tons and tons of music, and so many of these make great ambient background music. So yeah, I think that's it. I hope that made sense. Like I said, I usually heavily edit my videos so that I'm not a bumbling, mumbling mess. So please let me know in the comments how this was. If you need anything explained, feel free to comment, and I will try my best to explain everything that's going on. But yeah, I think, let me just consult my list here. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's everything. I showed you guys how to hook it up through Reaper, how awesome, how vital the cable, audio cable is. Oh, Tamiko's here. Hello. Hello. You came in when I'm finishing up, so but I really appreciate everyone who came in to say hi, and yeah. Yeah, so I went through how to set up the virtual audio cable, how to set up Reaper, how to do sound effects with Reaper, how to set up just another way to set up background music if you want, and the place I use to get a lot of my music. So, oh, it's very nice of you. Thank you. So I hope that was very informative. I will make sure that everything that I used, all the sites and all of that, will be in the description down below. So check that out. And thanks for watching, everyone. Wow, can I say I hope you enjoyed it like another time? Like, I don't think I said it enough, but I really do hope you enjoyed. And thanks for watching. Have a good night.